Hello, friends, compliments of the season. This is Pastor Michael Oladejo, bringing you the word of encouragement from RCCG Faith Chapel, Orleans, Ontario 3. And we continue with our series, Winning Strategies for a Successful Year 2023. Want to appreciate all those who are sending in comments on how this has been a blessing to them. Please keep your comments coming. Particularly, make sure you put them on our YouTube page. And if you are yet to like and subscribe, well, God is watching you. You better do that immediately. God bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've discussed about the necessity to engage and deploy the power of prayers, and we had invited you to our daily prayers that is going on now on Zoom every 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Then we said it is important for you to work your plans. We said it's important for you to put faith to works, and in the process of that, you need to beware of the enemies of effective execution. Then we were talking about living a balanced life. Under that, I said there were 3 points to discuss. Number one, the necessity to be regularly involved in spiritual activities, making sure that your spirit man is always alert. Number two, we discussed the necessity for you to take care of yourselves and the importance of having rest as part of our regular schedule, because we said God himself, after working for 6 days, he rested on the seventh day. So the last point to discuss under living a balanced life is building and maintaining healthy relationships. That's so vitally important in living a balanced life. And you have to look at your relationships in 360 degrees. Your relationship with your superiors, relationship with your inferiors, and relationship with your peers. In Hebrews chapter 12 verse 14, the Bible says there, follow peace with all men, and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord. So there are 3 tips I have to share under this topic. Number one is to pay attention to effective communication. Effective communication is key to building healthy relationships. It's important always to remember that communication is a two-way process, and to deliberately seek, first of all, to understand in every communication before you make contributions, before you respond. In James chapter 1 verse 19, the Bible says there, wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. One man of God says the reason we are given 2 ears and 1 mouth is so that we can hear more, we can listen more than we speak. So listening skills are very, very valuable in effective communication. Proverbs chapter 17 verse 27. It says, whoever restrains his word has knowledge, and he who has a cool spirit is a man of understanding. In Proverbs chapter 29 verse 20, New Living Translation, Proverbs chapter 29 verse 20, it said, there is more hope for a fool than for someone who speaks without thinking. So cultivate the habit of thinking before you speak. To achieve more effective communication in our relationships, these are additional points to pay attention to. Always put yourself in the other person's shoes. Okay? Don't rely on the other person to guess, volunteer information that is going to be valuable to your relationship. The other one is to listen to each other. Make sure the other person knows you are listening to them. Let the other person finish what they are saying before you respond. That's so key in effective dialogue. 2 people cannot be speaking at the same time. So it's important to allow the other person to finish before you speak. Stay calm and try not to attack the other person, especially in trying to resolve conflicts. Number two, in building healthy relationship, it is important that we relate with godly character. Relate with godly character. Now, irrespective of your position in the relationship, you can lead the relationship by example. And leadership is all about influence, okay? You can influence even your superiors by displaying excellent godly character in the relationship. Sometimes that may get you temporarily into trouble with hidden superiors, but don't worry, God will always sort out his own. A very good example is Joseph in Genesis chapter 39. He got into trouble for refusing to sin in the house of Potiphar. However, you know the end of the story. God showed up for him. So faithfulness is a virtue that will help us to go far in our relationships. In Proverbs chapter 3, verses 3 to 4, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 3 to 4, NIV say, "Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man." I'm going to finish this up next week. God bless you. Have a fantastic week. Bye.